US tax is tricky, especially when you are filing your tax return. Such mistakes can be frustrating and can lead to delays in both processing your tax return and retrieving your tax refund. In this video, we will give you 5 common mistakes that a J1 intern or as a non-resident make, and we will give you the top tips on how you can avoid this. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. Hey love! Welcome to my channel. My name is Rio from Rio Worldwide, bridging Filipino and American culture. If you are new here to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click all notifications so you'll always be notified whenever we upload new jump pack videos just like this. And if you find this video helpful along the way, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you still have any questions, please comment down below. And without further ado, let's now jump into the video. Number 1 mistake, filing as a resident instead of a non-resident tax alien.
This is easily one of the most common tax errors. Every year, thousands of non-resident aliens mistakenly file resident tax documents. In short, a resident should file a Form 1040 and a non-resident should file with a Form 1040-NR or 1040-NREZ. If you are living full-time in the United States and working or going to school, this does not necessarily qualify you as a resident according to the IRS. Before you file your tax documents, it's a good idea to double-check your tax residency status by completing the substantial presence test. You can work out your residency status for free by using the website. Also, what happens if I file a Form 1040 instead of 1040-NR? So filing the wrong form can lead to complications when applying for a future US visa or for a green card. If an amended tax return is not filed in this case, it can lead to problems with the IRS later in the year, and you could be hit with fines and penalties, and you don't want that to happen. So if you're confused about your tax residency, don't hesitate to contact the live chat from Sprint Tax. You can visit them anytime, 24/7. You can ask your questions.
Number 2, failing to include all your income in your tax return.
What if you forgot to include something on your taxes? Failure to include all your income or entering the incorrect income figure on your tax return is another common mistake made by tax filers. It is essential to declare all of the income you earned from US sources on your tax return. When you sit down to prepare your tax document, be sure to have your income forms such as W-2, 1042-S, and or 1099 at hand.
Number 3, student on F or J visa forgetting to file a Form 8843.
Every non-resident in the United States has a tax filing requirement. Non-resident aliens in the United States under J or F visas must file a Form 8843, Statement of Exempt Individuals, and individuals with a medical condition, and even if they received no income in the United States. Form 8843 is used to support your claim and to exclude your days of presence in the United States for the substantial presence test. The form is not an income tax return.
Number 4, not claiming a tax treaty benefit.
Unsure of their tax entitlements, many non-residents miss out on claiming their tax treaty benefits. The United States has income tax treaties with 65 countries. For non-resident aliens, these treaties can often reduce or eliminate US tax on various types of personal services and other income, such as pensions, interest, dividends, royalties, and capital gains.
And number 5, filing an incorrect marital status.
Filing under an incorrect marital status is a common mistake made by filers. For example, if you filed as a single person but got married on the last day of the tax year, you will be required to amend your tax return by filing your taxes under the appropriate status of married filing jointly or married filing separately.
So how you correct them is by filing an amended tax return.
If you realize that you made an error on a tax return you already filed, or you have come across new information, you should file an amended tax return. For more information on this step-by-step guide to amending your tax return, then just keep on watching.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Ludden from the Sprint Tax team, and today we're going to be running you through the Sprint Tax amended tax return process for non-residents. So we've got a lot of queries coming through, especially of recent, from international students, scholars, and also J Visa participants looking for assistance to prepare their amended tax returns. Many have filed incorrectly as residents in the last number of years, perhaps using softwares that are resident focused, for example, maybe TurboTax, and are now looking to correct their tax returns to make sure they have filed the correct tax forms. Additionally, many have also received the economic impact payment by mistake as a result of incorrectly filing as a resident in previous tax years, and are now looking for assistance and guidance in terms of how they can firstly amend their tax return before returning the payment back to the IRS. So to begin the process, you'll need to visit sprinttax.com. Where you'll be invited to log into the SprintTax account if you've used this before, or if you've never used this before, you can create an account for free if you've never used SprintTax. So very simple to get started. And from that point on, we'll then need you to select the tax year that you need assistance for. For example, you'll see here on the screen that I've outlined that I want to correct my 2019 tax return that I already sent to the IRS. You can also choose to select previous years such as 2018 or 2017, as you'll see here. Once you've clicked next here, you'll then be guided through a tax questionnaire from SprintTax, and it's actually quite similar to the usual SprintTax process where we help non-residents to prepare their federal and state tax returns. So you'll see questions regarding your residency for tax purposes. That will help us to make sure to confirm your residency for tax purposes for that tax year. And from that point on, if you continue through the process, we'll ask you for information such as the income that you earned during that tax year, and you'll be able to outline the information from your income documents that you received for that tax year. Additionally, on step 3, you'll see that we do have some questions regarding the 2019, or perhaps if this is previous years, the information from that particular tax return. So we're looking to see, for example, have you filed your federal tax return to the IRS for that tax year? What type of tax return in terms of a tax form did you actually file for that tax season? We'll then ask you questions specific to the incorrect return that you've already sent. So really important that you have information from this quite handy and close by, so that you can reference it when you're going through SprintTax, the SprintTax amended return process, to enter that information in. We certainly will need information from that incorrect tax return that you sent to the IRS. Once done, we will do the thinking here, and once all the information has been submitted, you'll arrive at the checkout. And here you'll see the cost for the amended tax return. So once these fees are paid for, we will then help to prepare your amended tax return, which is a 1040X. We'll prepare that amended tax return with an instructions pack adjoining it, and instructions will be provided with it. So it's really important also to know that you'll need to print, sign, and mail the amended tax return to the tax authorities to correct the mistake that might have been previously made when filing a resident tax return, or maybe other mistakes you made on another tax return. Once this 1040X is prepared, we'll outline the instructions that you need to follow to print, sign, and mail this document to the IRS. Now, there is live chat on the software, so if you do have questions, you can actually get those questions answered as you're going through SprintTax via the live chat function. We do also have a email support that you can reach out to, and that email support is hello@sprinttax.com. That's hello@sprinttax.com. We've already helped prepare thousands of amended tax returns already. What I would say is, if you do need to amend a tax return, don't panic. There is help on hand, but it's really, really important to correct the mistakes you've made in the past, as this can come up at future visa interviews in terms of looking at your history of tax compliance. So if you do need to prepare an amended tax return, at least you'll know that there is options on hand through Sprint Tax to guide you through it.
And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you still have any questions. By the way, if you want to file your tax return with the correct people or with the correct software, the link will be in the description box below and in the comment section. Also, if you're ready to file your amended tax return, link will be in the description box below as well. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.